Hello, my friend. Come join me as I transform these 3 herbs from the garden into not only 1, but 2 delicious plant-based recipes. Before I get to the herbs, I wanted to show you just a quick update of the seeds I planted in the last video. As you can see, they're doing really well and getting very close to being transplanted into my garden. My garden is still a little on the bare side because it hasn't made the full transition yet from summer to fall. But that being said, I do have several different herbs that make really delicious additions to recipes, and they're actually one of my favorite ways to quickly add flavor to anything that I'm cooking. I've got a small harvest today from the garden. I have some sage, lemon basil, and garlic chives. And before I bring them inside, I actually like to give them a dunk in some ice water. It's still really hot and humid here at the moment, and this just helps to not only rinse them off, but perk them up. I'll be using the lemon basil and the garlic chives first. I'm going to add them to a really simple and flavorful grain salad. So before I add them to the salad, I'm simply stripping the leaves off the basil, giving them a good chop. I like them in fairly small pieces. And then I will do the same for the garlic chives. Easy peasy, just slicing them into very small pieces. Then I've got my base for my grain salad. It's cooked fonio. And then to that, I will add some roasted carrots and radishes. Then for some protein, we'll add some creamy butter beans. And then for a little nuttiness and crunch, I'm adding toasted cashews. Next comes our chopped herbs. And then lastly, a squeeze of lemon for a little bit of acid to balance all of the flavors. Give it a good mix, season it with salt, and then you're good to go. Nice, delicious, and filling fonio salad. For the second recipe, we have a much smaller ingredient list. I'm going to be making a compound butter with the sage from the garden and some roasted garlic. First, I'll start by stacking several sage leaves and chopping them up to pretty small pieces. Once I do that, I'll add some softened vegan butter to a bowl, along with a few roasted garlic cloves, and then a little bit of the chopped sage. Once I've got everything in a bowl, I'm using a fork to just mash everything together. This compound butter is very easy to bring together and incredibly flavorful. You can spread it on toast, but my favorite way to use it is by adding it to some mashed potatoes. This is simply potatoes, a little bit of oat milk, and our compound butter, along with salt to season. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today in the garden as well as in the kitchen. You can find the full recipes right down there in the comments.